Matt, congratulations on the success of The Penguin. Chris, when did you realize that Colin Farrell's performance was something truly special and worthy of exploring further?
I mean, honestly, I realized that there was going to be something special the moment that he started sending me, while we were making the Batman, he was trying on the makeup with Mike Marino, I think back in New York or New Jersey, and he started sending me, when I was in London, in prep, these little videos that he was making of himself, and I was like, who is that? Like there was such a burning sort of life just coming into being, and he's an incredible actor. So that was the seed that said this is going to be really, really special. And as we were shooting, it was very clear that he was, even though the character is such a small part of what the Batman is, that he was doing something very, very special. So that's when the conversation started with Casey Bloys and Sarah Aubrey at HBO, and that's how this all sort of came about. And then we found Lauren, and she pitched what she thought it would be. And so it's been an incredible journey. But I have to say, in watching the work he did on the show, not that I ever didn't think he would be incredible, but he kept going to places that surprised me, surprised us all. He's a force of nature. I mean, honestly, none of us would be here right now at this moment with this show and all these nominations if it weren't for Colin.
And what was the biggest difference the second time around, working with this actor and this character, going from a film to an episodic series?
Well, I mean, it's very different because the movie is so much a Batman Bruce point of view story, and obviously the goal here was to do something that was from his character's point of view, introducing other characters' points of view as well, but really being centered on him. That changes everything because he is a very, very dark, troubled character, and to explore that in an honest way, I think one of the things that was so beautiful about, and is really what's beautiful about Colin as an actor, is that despite how dark the character is, he won't judge him. He's going to play it with a level of understanding, empathy, which is to find the humanity, not that you'll ever forgive him. He does unforgivable, horrendous things, and I think probably a good portion of the audience hates the character. But Colin doesn't do it in such a way that he is standing above the character, and so that meant it was going to be very different because it was going to dig into places that were really uncomfortable that we just didn't have the space to do in a movie because it wasn't about him and these other characters around him. So that makes it different. The great thing about when you're doing a movie, you have a movie that you're trying to tell in one story. But when you have a limited and it's kind of more novelistic. So you get to do chapters, and the chapters cumulatively add up together to a story that sort of gives you the idea of who these characters are, so you can go really deep. And that's what was exciting about it and different about it.
Are there any other characters from your Batman universe that you think might be worthy of that kind of expanded treatment?
I mean, I totally do. We've talked about it, but I think at the moment, here's the thing. Everything at the moment had been about, obviously we were finishing the show, and then it was about getting Batman 2 to a place where we are in prep, which thankfully we are. I'm super excited about it, and shared the script with Rob. He's super excited. We're making the movie in spring. So that's been where the priorities have been, and so now maybe these conversations may or may not, again, I'm not in control of DC and what we'll do. I can only tell you what I'd love to do, and there are things that they know that we would love to do, and we'll see. Those conversations may begin again when it's appropriate, but also the other priority, of course, is to dig again and see if there's a way to do another season of The Penguin if we can do something that is better than the last, and that is really, that's our bar. So each of these things we have to feel like we're going to do something special, or why do it?
Of course. And you mentioned you're working on one of the most anticipated projects in all of Hollywood right now with the Batman 2. Anything you can tell us about what we might expect from the sequel?
No.
I had to ask.
No, I mean, I'm incredibly excited. It's been a long journey to this point for many reasons, some personal, some strikes, so lots of different things. But I can say that the reason I'm the most excited is that the reason that it took long, in addition to those reasons, is that we wanted to make sure it was the best it could possibly be, and I really do think that this movie will be better than the last, and showed it to Rob. He feels that way. We're really excited about it, and so I guess I could say that, which is that we're really excited after a long break to be diving in and going back into that world, and I'm really excited to be working with Rob and all of the people that we are going to be making the movie with Dylan Clark, my partner. It's going to be good. It's going to be great.